Ja, nu ska vi ta och prata lite grann om vad som har hänt sen senast. Det var ju faktiskt så att vid förra Rotary Wednesday Night Live så utannonserade vi att vi skulle ha ett möte efteråt, ett öppet samtalsforum där vi pratade om vad vi kunde göra för att hjälpa till på olika sätt i Ukraina. En del är ju såklart med pengar. Det har tillsatts en kommitté i distriktet som leds av mig, men jag har till min hjälp Kjell-Åke Åkesson som tidigare har suttit i Rotary Internationals styrelse hemmahörande i Hörby Rotary Club. Vi har före distriktsguvernör Bengt Holmström som är hemmahörande i Hammenhögs Rotary Club. Vi har Vivica Särder som ni träffade precis som också är före detta guvernör, men också då ansvar för vår TRF-verksamhet hemmahörande i Malmö Möllevången Rotary Club. Vi har Sonja Andersson som tidigare guvernör och är ansvarig för vårt Peace Center-arbete eller kopplingen till Rotary Peace Center, vår kontaktperson där, hemmahörande i Kävlinge Löddeköping Rotary Club. Och givetvis har vi också med oss vår distriktssekreterare Lillemor Rinder ifrån Malmö Skeppsbron Rotary Club. Och vi har träffats ett antal gånger just för att hålla oss uppdaterade vad som är på gång och vad vi kan göra ur ett distriktsperspektiv. Bland annat så är det här vi har diskuterat och betalt ut de nära 40 000 kronorna till distriktet i Polen. Jag kan samtidigt informera om att vi har ju tagit fram en sida på vår hemsida som ligger så att ni har möjlighet att se det direkt när ni kommer in på distriktets hemsida. Där vi samlar allt som vi gör för vad klubbarna gör och vad vi gör från distriktets sida kopplat till Ukraina. Och det finns också en stödgala som arrangerades av Ystad Sankt Petri Rotary Club där de samlade in 150 000 kronor som de sedan betalade in till Rotary hjälper, så att som ni förstår så blir det då dubblat. Så att den galan som var slutsåld drog in sammanlagt 300 000 som har gått till arbetet för Ukraina. Och jag vet också att Rotaryklubbarna i Höganäs, alltså Höganäs Rotary Club, Höganäs Kullen Rotary Club och Mölle Arild Rotary Club har startat en gemensam projektgrupp där de ser vad de kan göra. Det har redan börjat komma flyktingar till Höganäs och de ser vad kan vi göra för att stödja i detta sammanhanget. Så det är en del såklart vad vi gör här på plats i vårt eget distrikt. But we now would like to welcome our guest from Poland, past district governor Barbara. And I hope that you... There you are. Welcome.
Hello.
Very nice of you to join us this evening, and could you please just tell us a little bit about what you are doing in Poland regarding the refugees coming from Ukraine, and possibly what can we do to help you?
Okay, good evening everybody. I have a small presentation if I can share, it would be maybe interesting.
Yes, of course.
But I need to be host. Okay. Okay. Is it seen? Yes, is it okay?
Yes, it's perfect.
You can see. Okay. So thank you once more for inviting me to speak about Ukraine. It's very, for me, it's very emotional because I was the last district governor serving 3 countries, Poland, Ukraine, and Belarus. So as you can imagine, I have many friends. I have visited many places in Ukraine, places that are now shown as being in the war. And what is more, when I started my service as a district governor, it was the first year after the first invasion of Crimea and Donbass. And at that time, we had 1.5 million people displaced within Ukraine. Now we face a great migration crisis. So as you can see, since the beginning of the war, more than 4 million people left Ukraine. Most of them went through Polish borders. It's about 2.5 million. Also Romania, Moldavia, Hungary, and Slovakia, and also Russia got their share. On the other side, at the beginning of the war, many Ukrainian men working in Poland and in Europe, they went back to protect their country. Now we can say that there are more Ukrainians going back than going to Poland or to Europe. It's connected also with, well, it is almost, it is a month, more than a month of the war. Some people need just to go home because to secure their jobs. And it happened to my family that a mother of 2 and a grandchild, she had to go back to Western Ukraine because otherwise she would lose her job. So, but such a crowd of people, that it is a real challenge to deal with. So you can see the pictures of people fleeing through Lviv and then through Polish border. And we had to react according to the situation. So at this at the very beginning, where there were enormous numbers of people, we tried to provide them with food, with drinks, and with information. So it was the first step. Then we do whatever is needed and whatever we can. So we provide medical help to Ukraine, because some actions are going on in Poland and some are devoted to people fighting and living in Ukraine. So for example, there is a great demand for medical equipment, for sanitary things. But now, what they need most is just food. So we organize, we buy trucks of food to our humanitarian hub, which is Zamość, and then within 24 hours, the food is loaded on Ukrainian trucks, and they go to all over Ukraine. Some clubs do packages, welcome packages, and a big part of our activities is just relocation of refugees. The most effective way is to do this with cooperation with our Ukrainian friends. So they prepare groups, they know where they go, who will take care of them. And then we take the group on the border, and they get on a Polish bus, and they travel all over Poland to be hosted mainly by private people. So for example, here you have 2 families. It's my family who has left already, and my friends hosts. And this is very effective, and this is very good, and it can be long lasting. Because what we see now, there are many places like hotels, hostels, or different spas. They are full of refugees, but there is quite the time of the season is coming. So any week, any month, they can be just. They will have to leave these places because these places are already booked. So, for example, my club, Sopot International, we cooperate with the town hall in Sopot, which is a resort, as you probably know, and the Sopot town made some reconstruction, refreshment of old dormitories, student dormitories, and we as a club together with some funds from Rotary Foundation Relief Fund, we equipped this to enable these people to a more permanent stay so they can organize their life in such places. Not everybody had such luck to be hosted. So although we don't have refugee camps, but we have temporary shelters in Poland, such as stadiums, halls, churches, and things like that. There is a great challenge because we estimate that more than 1.5 million, almost 1.5 million people stay in Poland. And we, as a country, we have a good program for refugees. More than 160,000 Ukrainian children attend Polish schools. There are classes created only for Ukrainians, but also some combined classes. And there is no such a big difference between our two languages, so it can be easily met. So the languages are more or less, we can understand more or less each other. So the children are were quite happy in these mixed classes. It was a challenge for an adventure for them. For example, here you have a children's band, like a dancing and performing band, and it's hosted by a local community, and one of our Rotary clubs at the end offered and gave them just light shoes because they came in winters. Now the season is changing, so they need clothes more for spring. And of course, we wouldn't be able to do much without your help, your Swedish Rotarians. And I would like to help very much to all the people I stated here, to Ulf, District Governor Ulf, PDG Ben Holmström, past Rotary International Director Kiera Akeson, and also President of the club, Mariana Landabel from Gothenburg, Hovas. I just want to thank you so much for your donation, for your support, but also for being active. So you were the ones who inspired, who got inspired, and you were the ones who responded quickly, just at the very beginning. So thank you very much. This Help for Ukraine District Fund is mainly created. We found transportation with it. We found we pay for transportation. We pay for some accommodation, for food. It is all spent in Poland for Ukrainian refugees. There is also initiatives I was involved on, because of course I don't know everything what is going on even between the Swedish and the Polish clubs and our district. But it is a nice story, because this lady in yellow, she's called Helen Ekelund. She couldn't sleep when she saw these pictures from Ukraine. And she didn't know Lena, District Governor Lena Ekman, but she saw her on Facebook, because as you all know, Lena is very active there. And Lena provided Helen with all her network, including Polish Rotarians, Polish humanitarian hubs in Zamość, in Warsaw. So this cooperation resulted in 3 buses coming to Poland with gifts for the Ukrainians. And also these 3 buses took refugees, and they found shelter in Trollhättan. And now the third bus is leaving Gdynia on the ferry to Karlskrona. So it's a nice story because suddenly we are all connected just because, this action. We also had a very nice experience with Hakan Hedberg, who came from Rotary Club Taby, District 2350, with goods which he stored in our humanitarian hub. And here you see him with our Polish Rotarians. So thank you very much. I think that Karol and Doug were very much involved in this action. And this was just a few highlights because so much is going on. And with time, the situation is getting worse. We need to. It's getting worse, unfortunately. So the resources that the Ukrainians had, especially when it comes to food, they are gone. So anything now is needed. So I would like to thank you very much for your support, for everything you do, and just keep doing this because it's just, I think, beginning. Although we are all, we get tired. We all get tired with all these actions, but we need to carry on because, well, it's the only thing we can do in such situation. And all we know, every day, we know things that can make us more and more devastated. And I think it concerns all of us. But the good thing is that there are so many people united in the support for these suffering people, especially Rotarians, that this is the only bright side, that we still work with people of this kind, people of light, let's say. What can I do? Let's do this further. So
but it's a really good thing that we can help each other in this way. So thank you so much for sharing this information, and we will keep on our support to your district and other district that needs our support in different ways. So thank you for the work you are doing, and thank you for sharing this time with us. And now we will listen to a song that hopefully is very suitable for this situation. We will hear "We Are the World." Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
There comes a time when we need a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying, and it's time to lend a line to life, the greatest gift of all. We can go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere is soon making a change. We are all part of God's great big family, and in truth, love is all we need. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones making brighter days. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's sure making better days, you and me. We send them your heart, so they know that's how I care, and their lives will be stronger and free. As God has shown us, big journeys on to bread. So we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world, We are the ones who make a better day, so let's start giving. As God has shown us about in our own lives, it's true, make a better day, just you and me. When you're down and out, and see no hope at all, but if you let a bit, there's no way we can fall. So let's realize that change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones that make a brighter day, so let's start giving. It's a choice we're making, we're saving our own life. It's true, we make a better day, yes, you and me. It's true, we make a better day, yes, you and me.